deep breath. We're gonna do some
breathing exercises.
We're gonna do some breathing exercises today. Tell us how to breathe, Nathan. Lead us through.
She's my butterfly.
What do you do in the shower before you sing? You like what? Because of the steam?
They're called vocal fries, and they're
So
terrifying.
if you guys don't know, I live with this cat, and
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun podcast. I'm really excited.
I live with this guy,
Yeah.
and I really enjoy it. But he really just makes me feel insecure about my voice.
Whatever.
And he's in the shower just singing like an angel, and I'm trying to sleep, but it's okay because he helps me.
Boy, when do I?
He helps me. I'm riding him out right now. I
He
shouldn't
wakes
be.
up at the crack of dawn every single morning. I am not up that much earlier than you.
He always, dude, stay up. Don't be an 80-year-old man. And it's like 11 o'clock at night. What time do you go to bed? 2 o'clock?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a psychopath. I'll probably go to bed like around 11.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh, bull butter.
That was the other night. Probably like 1.
There it is.
But I don't
That's
wake
more.
up at 6 every
That's
morning.
Why?
Because I was sleeping.
Well, technically, at least you're getting your hours of sleep. That's good.
Yeah, gotta get that beauty sleep.
Oh, beauty sleep.
Have we started this thing?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's go. We're getting into it. Hey, what? Excuse you.
Sorry.
Hey, welcome to episode 6 of the Truth Project podcast. Look, we are here as a platform for you guys to ask questions, to discuss with us. And this is just a podcast where we have everyday people coming on and telling their story. And I think that is super important in our day and age. So today, as we've already been talking and getting going, I have Nathan Geary with me today, and he's got an awesome story to tell us about just this music thing that he does, this gift that he has. He is our worship leader here for the youth at Rebel Base in the Woodlands, Texas. And I don't think I've ever said the church. So we are at the Woodlands United Methodist Church in Woodlands, Texas. So right outside of Houston. It takes like, 45 minutes? Well, it takes you like 30 minutes to get into Houston, but it takes me about an hour.
That's true. That's so true.
So we're close to Houston. And thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
Today's going to be amazing. Hey, I didn't say excited today.
You're not excited?
I am very excited, but I use it so much. But today I didn't say it. I'm proud of myself.
Well, I'm excited too.
I'm making. You just took my word.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, Nathan, dude, I know you, but they don't. So introduce yourself. How old are you? When is your birthday? What is your social security? Well, you don't have to say that, but
I don't know it.
do you still call your mom?
No, I just pull out my wallet. They're like the bank's
You
like,
have your social security card in
yeah,
your wallet?
Where's yours? In a safe in your room?
Yes.
No, the bank's like, what's your social security? I'm like, give me a second. It's just say it right now.
You have it in your wallet.
Yes.
Nice.
In my car.
Does your mom know that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. As long as she knows that, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Look, I am happy to know at least you know your social security number. I will say I still call my mom sometimes.
I don't know my social security number.
I've got well, you have it readily available.
No, you're good. Yeah.
I still call my mom sometimes. Come on, guys. Look, don't we all do that at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you from? How the heck did you get to the Woodlands, Texas? Because you're not from here.
I'm not from here.
I'm not either.
I'm not from here at all.
I'm from Corsicana.
I'm from Corsicana, boy. Boots,
Hey, there's
scoots, and
a-
booty. That's what I'm saying, right?
Hey, there's a
Nothing wrong with
Netflix
Corsicana.
documentary about
There really is.
a college in Corsicana.
Mm-hmm.
So
Vero College. Cheer.
what is
Y'all
it?
seen Cheer.
cheer,
Cheer.
cheer.
I was not on the cheer team, but I do go to that college. Anyway, I am from Corsicana, Texas, a very, very small town, 25,000 people. And well, I didn't grow up in Corsicana. I grew up in Eureka, Texas, which may
Eureka.
sound weird,
Eureka.
but it's like 25 minutes from Corsicana, population 1,000.
Like the less than 1,000.
Well, you drive it. It's like well, probably less than that. Eureka's probably like population 200, like little bitty. And then we would commute to Corsicana. So everyone from Eureka and Mildred says we're from Corsicana,
Yes.
but we're not really from
Well, that's
Corsicana.
kind of how like if you're from Montgomery, if you're familiar with this area, there's like Conroe, Montgomery, Magnolia. So it's like, yeah, I live in the Woodlands, but you live in like Conroe. Same
Yeah.
idea.
We're technically Spring, right? And our like address.
Where we live?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we're Spring.
Texas.
Yeah.
but-
I know you did something that not many people get to do. But they don't know.
What?
So would you like to tell them about this experience that you had on American Idol?
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Well, yes. It didn't go as planned, but
yeah, that's fine.
but it went exactly how it's supposed to be. So start with that.
Katie.
Start with American Idol. How you got there? How was the experience? Was there any crazy thing that happened? Like I know there was. Well, they know who she is. Tori went with her,
Julia were there.
and then and Julia, and Tori was telling us how like their hotel was like haunted and like so crazy story like that. Or like, did you learn anything from it? Tell us about the American Idol experience, and then we'll kind of get into the worship, like what goes behind the scenes, what goes on the stage and some backstage, like on a week to week basis.
Yeah.
Is it hard to come up with a set list, or does it become natural? Like, how do worship leaders lead behind the scenes? We'll kind of get into that too. But I just want to talk about what your story a little bit with American Idol, growing up in Corsicana. It's small.
Yeah.
I saw a magazine cover of Corsicana with your straight hair. Imagine this guy having straight
never
hair.
again. Canceled.
It's okay.
Never. That was a path that
He wanted to wear a mask over that.
Yeah. That's when should have been wearing a toboggan.
Hey, hey, look, we all win
Toboggan.
some and lose some, and that might just be a season where
Never again.
never.
Know?
Yeah. Hashtag never.
Side note: growing up, I wanted straight hair, and then experienced it, never going back. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's fine. All right, so
live
American Idol.
the sheep
How'd you
life.
get there? Did somebody reach out to you?
Yeah.
How was it?
So actually the year before I was on American Idol,
Yes.
I auditioned. I sent this lady, her name's Tammy.
Yeah,
She's-
because it's a crazy process, right?
dude, it's literally the most insane.
Like when you
process
guys
ever.
see the film, like the actual auditions, there's so much that you have to do just to get to that point.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I actually auditioned in 2018, and it was like the first round ever is called a cattle call.
Okay.
That's when like
That's
anyone
the
and their
beginning of the
grandma can
beginning.
show up.
Okay.
Literally, you just have to fill out a release form
Yeah.
online, and you can show up and sing.
Yeah, like if you trip and fall or something, it's not their fault, kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or your voice goes out, it's not their fault.
Exactly. Your dog could probably audition. Honestly, like anyone in the whole, like
Your chihuahua gets out.
yeah. Yeah. No, literally. So like anyway, so that was like in 2018, and auditioned for that, and didn't even make it past that. Like that was like the first round.
Yeah.
Went home. I was like, all right, cool.
Here we go.
I'm gonna try again next year. We're
Yeah.
gonna try it. So anyway, I did mention that I reached out to this casting director named Tammy.
Yeah.
Literally the sweetest lady ever.
Do you still keep in contact with her?
Not really, but
But you did for a little while, didn't
did
you?
for a little while.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, we're still friends on Instagram, and like I could still.
Slight flex.
Yeah, whatever. But no, she's really like the sweetest lady ever. Anyway, so reached out to her. She got me like to like the open call thing. Didn't make it for the open call. Then I reached out to her again in 2019 and gave me like a front of the line pass, which is just like where you can skip the cattle call line.
Yeah, got you. Well, because you already went through it, and she knew who you
Yeah.
were. Your videos were there. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so I got the front of the line pass, which is a big deal
awesome.
for me. I mean, it wasn't like the biggest thing ever. It was just,
Yeah.
It was kind of like a small thing, but
Cool.
for me, it was cool.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I'm there waiting in line. I had no idea. Tammy walked up. She was there. I had no idea she was gonna be there. She recognized me. She was like there. She like listened to me sing. And long story short, that day was insane. I was like running back and forth from this side of the building to that side of the building, singing for these people, this person.
You had to do it multiple times?
Yeah, during the day I had to sing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so she was there. This is just one little part that was kind of terrifying. She was there. I sang my 2 songs. She's like, yeah, I like this one song, but I kind of want more of that one song. So I'm going to send you off by yourself to learn a new song and then come back that same day and sing for me again. She's like, I'm gonna be here till 6 o'clock. Just come back and sing for me. I was like,
Girl, it ain't that easy.
I was like, girl, it ain't that
It ain't
easy. It ain't
easy.
that easy. No, I was terrified. So like, I went back to like learn a new song. Like I came back Tammy and that other dude that was sitting next to her, they're both casting. They weren't there.
Yeah.
So I was like, are you serious? Like, I went and learned a new song and Tammy's not even
And you're
here. So like, they put me in a completely different line to sing for this completely different casting director. And I was just about to walk up to sing for that casting director. And Tammy like called that lady and was like, I'm all the way across the other part of the building judging for a different level in the competition. Just send him over there to sing for me. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I was like, I did not. Cause I was like, if I sing for this girl, I'm probably not going to make it.
That was a
like,
breath of fresh air.
I was like, so anyway, so there's this dude from American Idol like carried me all the way across like this huge warehouse to like sing for Tammy. Long story short, she like did like set up this Skype call thing. And then I did a Skype call with a few producers, and then
got on the show.
the rest is history.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, that whole process I'm sure was crazy, even leading up. Obviously, we just transparently didn't make it as far as you wanted to, but I think that's
fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, because a lot of the times we have these passions and we have these seasons that we take risk. And I talked to Sean, and I think he was actually the guy that we did the first ever podcast with. I want to get him on here and talk about taking risks, because I think he's got a very unique story. And again, I mentioned that at the beginning of this podcast. That's what this is for. I want people to get on here, just everyday people. Even though some of them might have a more following than others, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody has a story. Everybody has a testimony. And so, like, taking risk is hard. And we talked about starting something new in our last episode, and with Tori, and how we're starting the college ministry. By the way, that was a huge success. You did amazing in that acoustic room.
Thank you so much.
It was so good. It was so good. So I mean,
Team effort.
starting something new is very risky, very nerve-wracking. And even if in that, so for example, Arch Ministries, I guess it was a success. But I think even in the society that we live in and the culture that we live in, like, there's misplaced success everywhere. Like, there's places where we're like, okay, that looks like success, but in somebody else's perspective, it's completely not.
Yeah.
So
From like their
when
mindset.
when you look at a situation and you're like, that wasn't a success, was it really? Or was it, in this passion that we have, that we believe as a church, and even if you're not a Jesus follower, thank you for watching this podcast. We love you, and we're here for that. But for just following passions, taking risk is something that we need to do, even when, like, you're going to fail. Just trying is faithfulness.
100%. Yeah.
And so I think that's what's amazing about that process, and why I wanted to talk about it. Yet it might not seem as a success. I really think it was.
Yeah.
because
it was for me 100%.
Because I've known you for a good bit, even before that. I remember they were FaceTiming me in college, in class. I think I was like taking a test or something. I literally had my phone right here, and I was just like, whatever, don't really care. I was like, I rather
like in LA.
Yeah,
Really?
Tori and Julia were
I remember
FaceTiming me
that.
when you were singing.
Yeah.
Like auditioning for the show in front of Katie and all them, and it was funny. Anyways, I think for the viewers and for the people watching to engage with this, this is something that I would love to talk about. I know he's had personal testimony with it, of being able to how to deal with that, how to deal with those seasons of like, man, this was a failure.
Yeah.
In my eyes, how can I see it differently? And even through the gospel, like the failure, it looked like that Jesus was dying on the cross.
Yeah.
That looked like a straight failure. But at the end of the day, what do most people wear on their necks as a necklace?
Yeah.
A cross. That was a death symbol.
Yeah.
That was a failure. All of a sudden on the third day, it wasn't anymore.
Yeah.
Jesus crossed over the devil and was like, yeah, you thought. I'm raising from the dead. I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do. Boom, here we go. I ain't in no grave no more, kind of thing.
I got you, man.
So anyways, I think that's super cool. Thanks for sharing about that.
Yeah. Crazy experience, man.
Oh yeah. And
definitely wasn't a fail.
No, at all. I know you learned so much from it.
No, man, it was the craziest experience of my life, like growing up and watching the show. And even just getting to be just in front of people you've like looked up to your whole life. But then
how cool is that?
Yeah, just crazy. But then also just like seeing that they're just human. Like you grow up looking up to people like all the time. Like you grew up looking to I don't know who you like your role model is, like as a famous person.
Yeah, for me, younger, it was like King Griffey Jr. because I always
Yeah.
wanted to play ball. My dad played with him in a spring training, kind of
Yeah.
knew him. I was like, that seems amazing.
Yeah.
And I spent like all my savings money, whatever I had,
Yeah.
what, $500, whatever, when I was 12. We went to New York or 15 or so, and bought this signed like picture of him. I was like, I'm gonna be King Griffey. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing like him. I'm gonna like we all have those role models.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the crazy thing is like we look up to them because we feel like they're not accessible. Like we feel like we can never like be around them, but like they're human. Like,
Yeah, that's-
like one of the crazy things is just like being like in the holding room and like Luke Bryan walking by you because he has to go to the bathroom. Like,
Yeah, that's so true. Like,
but like they're people. Like,
Yes,
and
bro.
I'm not saying that famous people like I just don't look up to these people, but like, or it's just
yeah,
like,
because
oh,
it's
I'll just
okay.
run to
It's
famous
okay
people,
to because
but,
it
like,
pushes us like because they're great for some reason. They've got a gift
yeah
that
but-
they're showing,
yeah.
but we
but at
also
the end
have
of
a
the
gift
day,
as
they're
well.
using the restrooms. They're going to Thanksgiving with their families.
I love
they're
that. Yes.
Paying tax. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yes.
people.
Hopefully, they're going to Thanksgiving instead of working. You know,
That's true.
us people
true.
put a lot of pressure on them to succeed in a
And
way
not be humans, but
and
they are.
not be humans.
they
Exactly.
are, yeah.
Yes, that's so good.
Anyway. Yeah.
So how did you? So you told you got American Idol. How did you even get into music? Is this something that you were just like at 3 years old started just singing like an angel,
Well,
or you were cooking in the oven and in your mom's stomach, and your mom was like, "What the heck is he singing?" Was it more of like a from birth thing, or was it like, this is kind of a passion I want to follow at a young age? I'm gonna learn how to play the guitar. I'm gonna learn how to sing, and I might be good at it, might not. And then here you are today. So how did you get involved with the music industry, with singing, and then we'll kind of segue into getting here at the Woodlands.
Yeah, man. So my grandpa, who sadly passed away
Yeah,
12 years ago,
yeah,
but I was around him plenty for like my childhood, and he was a musician. Like he played the violin.
Yeah.
I think he played piano. He played
Yeah.
guitar. Like he was a legit musician, man. Like he had like a what was it? Like a bluegrass plant, like a bluegrass band
Oh,
that he would like travel
sick.
with. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was insane. My uncle was in it. It was legit.
Yeah,
bro.
like a family thing.
Yeah, well, kinda. Yeah, family, friends, and family. But
Yeah.
so like I grew up around him,
Okay.
but like my mom can't sing and my dad can't sing.
Yeah.
My sister can't sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just funny how like things just skip generations. But like, but yeah. So I grew up around my grandpa, like singing, being a musician. Like I remember like being like a little bitty kid and like holding his big old huge guitar,
Yeah, trying to play it.
like actually like laying it flat on my lap and like playing it like this. You
Yeah.
know, playing around with it. So like I always had him to like look up to as like a little kid, and I feel like people in your lives like plant certain things in you, like just certain like maybe like not talents, but like ideas of like what you might want to do when you're older. And like I feel like he did that for me, like as a little kid. Like he was like, here's music. Like he kind of built that passion a little bit
Helped
more.
you find that passion.
Yeah, help me find that passion. Exactly. Yeah.
So in community,
Yeah.
you found this passion
Exactly,
in
yeah.
community,
Mhm,
right? Not
yeah.
isolation.
Yeah, no,
Good.
like, yeah, my grandfather completely like planted that passion in me,
Cool.
like 100%. And then it kind of grew from there, man. Like I knew like as a kid, like I always wanted to do music, but I was like terrified to do music. You know what I mean? Like I always had these big dreams, but like I never imagined myself even sitting right here, like or like doing, but like being at a church like this, or even like singing in general. Like I always wanted to, but like I was always terrified of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, how I even got started like with music, is that what you asked? Like,
Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like with like worship and stuff. For sure worship, but like, how I even got started like with music, like I said, I've always wanted to do it. I was
Yes.
at my old church, little bitty Baptist church
Yeah.
in Eureka.
You showed me that video.
in Mildred.
Is that was like your first time singing?
I think that was my first time ever singing in church.
Okay, but you
Ever.
had like a little bit of practice by yourself, just kind of
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what I'm getting to, like, what I'm fixing to get to, like, I think I practiced in front of like some youth on Wednesdays before I did that.
Okay,
But
but
by
that
youth,
was
it
like
was 10 people.
yeah, yeah.
Which is still awesome. Like I'm not degrading that at all.
No.
But yeah, man. So I was like, I remember it so vividly. I was like sitting at a piano. We had like a gym at our church. Me and my friend, I think Raven, were like sitting at a piano. And
Shout out to Raven.
shout out to Raven, wherever you at, girl. No, but I was sitting at the piano, or was it Reagan? I don't know. Anyway, Raven. I don't know.
Same thing.
One of the two.
We're gone.
Anyway, I was sitting at the piano, and my youth pastor, Keith. Shout out Keith.
Oh,
man.
shout out
I'm just
Keith.
shouting out everybody
Let's
today.
go. Shout out.
No, he walked up to me and he was like, "Do you want to lead worship for youth, bro?" And I was like,
Yeah, you thought?
Yeah. What? Look at the time. Like, I'll see you later. No, and man, I was like, yeah, I'll do it, but inside I was terrified, you know. Um, and he's like, yeah, let's get you up on like a Wednesday. I don't think we really were doing like Wednesday worship, you know.
Yeah.
I think we were just like starting because he just got hired on. He was only a youth pastor like 3 months of my senior year, so he's more my friend than my youth pastor.
Got
But
you.
he's legit. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got up there and terrified. Music
Yeah.
stand, like staring at the ground the entire time.
Yeah.
Just started playing guitar. He taught me how to play
How
guitar.
great
Exactly.
is our
Probably that song
God.
too. Literally.
Sing with me.
No, literally. Probably that song, honestly.
Much better than that, I promise
Yeah.
you.
Oh, pff, no. But only been playing guitar for like 3 months because he just taught me. Also, he was like, we're going to teach you guitar too. Taught me guitar, threw me up on stage.
Yeah.
Not saying it wasn't a bad thing because it made me get better. But like I mean, I'm going to talk about my youth worship team in a minute. Shout out to them. They're going crazy.
Just shout outs all over the place today. I love it.
But like, but yeah, just kind of.
So starting in the church scene.
Yeah, starting in the
just
church
out of,
scene. Yeah.
being asked, kind of being fearful about it, not knowing what it was,
good.
not doing good.
Like terrifying, like shaking, like laying on stage. I remember this vividly too, like laying on stage, a little bitty stage, like maybe 4 of these tables, like a small stage, like on my back, like just breathing with my eyes closed. And like people that was like singing with you are like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I'm so nervous. And it was like 15 people.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's
I didn't know
it's
that.
crazy, man. Like,
so let's just jump right into here.
Yeah.
Because from that moment to where you are now, even looking past the fear, because it will come. And I won't even say, because I've dealt with it. I spoke on a Sunday morning, a message, and I've never seen myself speaking in front of the pulpit. It's just something that it's a whole nother story. But I went for it.
Yeah.
Scared to death.
Just got to go for it, man.
And you just got to Nike,
go for it.
bringing it up again. just do it,
man.
Obviously, there needs to be discernment behind that.
Yeah, for sure.
But just trying and doing it with community, because how you found out was through your grandpa, through people in your life that you loved, that you cared about you, that helped you lean into this passion, and then look at you now. Like you push through the fear.
It's
I mean, even getting on this podcast, like something you've never done before, like doing things that will stretch you. Don't be comfortable.
Yeah.
It's okay to be comfortable in seasons in different ways, but you'll never grow. And if you don't grow, you'll never live the true life that you're called to. And obviously that comes with discernment, that comes with community, that comes with just understanding like self-care.
Yeah.
I know that seems like a secular saying, but self-care is good in the sense of understanding your worth with your identity in Christ, because it's the only thing eternal. So you're here now.
Here now, man.
All this fear, this anxiety coming up. We even had an episode on that. You can go back and watch that with Mark Swayze. Pushing through all that, and you're here at the youth in the Woodlands, Texas, leading 200 or so kids on every Wednesday, and then
I would be here
on Sunday morning, and just absolutely crushing it. Like seriously, this guy's killing it.
I appreciate that.
Watch the video if you just want to watch it real quick. There's a story. Well, it won't be up by next, when this podcast releases. But anyways, we do a service on Wednesdays, and it's just super hype. I know you were joking about, hey Nathan, what should I name the podcast? He was like, bro, hype it up. Hype it up.
Oh my God, yes.
Remember that?
I was like, hype it up podcast.
This guy is the hype man for sure. Okay, so so you got here to the Woodlands, Texas. You don't have to go in really into
how did I get here?
You don't have to go into the huge journey if you don't want to.
Yeah, man.
But we spent a summer together. You didn't even want to come here.
Dude, I'm gonna get into that, man.
And so get into whatever you want to get into.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of end on that. But let's hear about that.
Yeah, man. So it just all started in Corsicana, man.
Yeah.
It's like all started Eureka, Texas, man. That's where I was born and raised. No, man, it all started in Corsicana, just like, and one thing I'm gonna get into in a little bit is just like how about like where you're at. I feel like that's where God wants you right now. Like honestly,
living in the present,
man. Like even though you might feel stuck, like I firmly believe that God has you there for a reason. And I'm gonna get into that honestly because like I have full testament to that. But like But yeah, growing up in Corsicana, Eureka, Corsicana,
Yeah.
whatever. But like, but like I started leading worship at little bitty places,
Yeah.
like, which I'm fully, like, I'm
Grateful
grateful
for.
for, man. Like,
Yeah.
and those changed my life, which I'm
Yeah.
about to get to, because like, just like looking back and like seeing like me doing those little bitty like worship, like at my BSM, my Baptist Student Ministries, my Methodist ministry, like my little Methodist ministry that I was in, um, my Wednesday night at my church, my a Thursday night that I was doing. We had a what's that ministry in Dallas called? Uh, that huge thing.
The porch?
Porch. Yeah,
Ah.
we like started a little porch in Corsicana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. And
That's
then
awesome.
leading on Sundays.
Yeah.
So like
Wow.
like doing those little bitty
So
things.
practicing out your gift and your
Yeah, man.
passion.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Being intentional about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like I was doing all those, but still like I was like stuck in like a small town that I just wanted to get out of. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I love Corsicana. Like, and I feel like everybody goes to this. I'm not like bashing anything, but like I love Corsicana, but like I feel like every small town kid just wants to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just, like,
same. I'm from
wants
Petal,
to
Mississippi.
Get out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I just got to get out of this place.
Yeah.
And like I almost, dude, I actually applied for a college like like an hour away from Corsicana,
Yeah.
or 2 hours. And like it was a community college, like no flex, but like got
Right.
accepted.
Right. Cool.
And like I was going to go because I was like, I have to get out of here.
Yep.
Literally for no reason though. Like I just was like, I just don't think I'm gonna do it. I had no reason not to. Like I literally could. I could have went there, lived on the campus, like
yeah. And just went for it.
had a meal plan, but I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Literally no reason why I didn't, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
Something was just keeping me there, you know?
In Corsicana.
In Corsicana.
Okay.
You know
Got
what I mean?
Got you.
And just looking back and just like seeing like now just like the big picture of like all that was on purpose. Like all of those like leading worship at all these like places. First off, I feel like God was like preparing me for this in a weird way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like honestly, because like
And you didn't know it at the time.
did not know it at the time. And like, but also introducing like these people in my life, that he put these people in my life for a purpose to like lead me here. Cause like if I would have not met one person, you know what I mean? Like if I would not have met one person, I would not be sitting in this chair right now. Because like if I wouldn't have met if I wouldn't have met my youth pastor Keith, like I wouldn't be sitting here because he would have never taught me guitar. I probably would have never led worship. I would have met Keith.
Wow.
If I wouldn't have stayed in Corsicana, I wouldn't have done the BSM. If I wouldn't have like met one of my with this awesome lady called Meredith, who was the Tuesday night worship. She was kind of over that, and her husband was the pastor at the church I was leading on Sundays. But if I wouldn't have met her, she couldn't have got me into the residency. Like she's the reason why I came to the residency, because she's helped me get here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And so when the residency came, you didn't even want to go.
Yeah, man. Like I didn't even want to go. Like
Wow.
that's the crazy thing, man.
Wow.
I don't know why I didn't want to go. Like I think I was just like in a weird season. I was just like, Mom. I remember I was in the car with my mom. I was like, Mom, I don't know if I want to go. Like I was just like, I just feel like I just want to just, I don't know. I was just in a weird season, and she's like, you're going.
Yeah.
She's like, Nathan, you're freaking going. I was like,
Somebody
okay.
that loves you
Yeah.
and you love
Yeah.
in community helped you out in that moment. That's why that's so important. And if you're watching this and you're close to me, I want to be that for you, or whoever it might be, to discern with you, and to walk alongside you. I mean, Scripture calls us to bear each other's burdens.
Yeah.
Man, thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Thank you, Madre.
Yes.
Like,
So you go to the
Mama Teresa.
residency. We get to live together.
we get to live together.
And that was super fun. I mean, we were super blessed with a place
Yeah.
to live for free for a summer, and that was amazing. So
Awesome.
we're there, me,
Yeah.
you, Jonah, and daggone blanking.
Mason.
Jesus, Mason, I love you. I promise.
Yeah.
Anyways, live there,
Mason.
and you come to the residency, and then like right after the residency, you get a call from the youth pastor. He was
literally
like,
just
"Hey,
get hired,
are you trying to come on board?"
Yeah, man. Literally, changed my life forever.
Yeah, that's
like honestly,
so
man.
good.
Like I remember leaving the residency, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was like, obviously, I love to worship, and I was probably gonna go back and like lead, which I was happy doing, like going back and leading at all those places that I left. You know what I mean? Like, on
And you had a
Tuesdays.
vision to go back.
Yeah,
and to lead.
Literally, like I was happy to go do that. Like I was like, man, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I would have loved it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But I mean, God had a different plan, man, and that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, I felt stuck, but just being patient in God's timing. You know what I mean?
And
just,
it's so
sitting in
it's so
that.
counterculture.
It really is. Yeah.
It's so because our society does not say, "Hey, sit still for a second and figure out and reflect."
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that's almost a cuss word now in our society.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're reflecting, like this is what I see as culture is saying to us is if you reflect, then that's wasting time.
Mm-hmm.
And what is time? Time is money, or time is important. You need to be doing something.
Yeah.
But you said the
Yeah.
opposite of that is
Yeah.
patience and reflection, and to actually do and reflect on what you need to do,
Yeah.
and to hear from your community. And then that ended up doing what? That got you here, right?
Yeah. Like if you're just patient and you just like sit in like God's timing, like he has a purpose for everything, and then you like
Yeah.
look back, you're gonna be like, wow, like
Yeah.
all that was for a
Yeah.
reason. You know what I mean?
I definitely, because don't get the impression that like you don't you sit on the couch and just sit
no,
there.
No.
You faced your fears.
Yeah.
You did
Like, I
things
was
that you
still
didn't
leading
want to
worship.
do. You were being intentional on certain things,
Yeah.
and then that's through faithfulness. Just do it through trying. You
Yeah.
end up in a place where you never would have saw yourself in.
Yeah, man.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Same with like,
That's-
look at you, man.
Yeah, that's so good.
Killing it.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So real quick, last thing, we'll wrap it up. If you can say, how do I ask this question? Because I don't want it, because it can go on forever.
Hey, be careful.
This guy always. All right, see Nathan. Okay, be careful.
Oh, dude.
Every time
Everybody
somebody
makes fun of me for that.
but you care.
I care about people. What is wrong with that? Like, I
Nothing.
was like, why do you say be careful?
Nothing.
Because I
There's
care about you.
Tell
and I
him.
want you to be careful.
Freaking tell him, okay?
My mom told me that growing up, and it's just stuck in my brain.
Tell
and
him.
I love people.
Tell him. All right,
Anyway,
last
sorry.
thing. In a quick couple sentences, or however you want to explain it, what goes on backstage? How is it? Craziness? Is it easygoing? Have you learned a lot with it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know a lot, so I can't really ask a specific question. But if there's one thing, like if somebody's listening, they're just kind of wondering what goes on behind the stage.
Yeah.
What would you kind of tell them?
Yeah. Like what goes on like behind
Yeah.
the scenes sort
Yeah.
of. Just practice.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly,
a lot
man,
of practice.
A
Huh?
lot of practice.
And that he is not lying.
Like, just quick, I know you want to wrap it up, but quick shout out to my youth worship team, man.
Yes.
Speaking of practice,
They are
they
killing
kill
it.
man. And just quick again, just like, I think that's why I'm so passionate about like youth worship, is just because like my worship leader, my youth pastor Keith just poured into me as a kid.
And you see that.
And I see that. That's why I'm so passionate. That's why I love working with them. But like, shout out to them because they're killing it. Anyway, sorry. So like,
That's it.
but yeah, man, just like practice, preparation. Honestly, just like also just spending time with God. You know what I mean?
It's a good
And
point.
Yeah, man. Honestly,
And
that's
reflection. Yeah.
Just
That's
reflection.
A lot of practice.
A lot of practice.
What I've seen, a lot of moving around. There's a lot of bits and details.
Yeah.
I think there's a lesson within just the worship practicality of it. Of when I say practicality, like the backstage and even in the wires, how you have to pull it to and
Yeah,
circle
man.
it. I remember at Young Life, I'm helping out with Young Life, and our ministry is super involved with Young Life, and I set up the sound system there. And Nathan comes, and I'm trying to roll up this thing. You know how you do with a extension cord? You just roll it with your elbow. He goes, whoa, that's not how you do it. And it's a cord. I'm like, it's a cord. You just wrap it up. He goes, no, this is how you do it.
Yeah. And
So
Rector's
it's
probably in here laughing because I probably still don't do it right. But it's fine.
so details matter.
Yeah. For sure.
Even in those things, and behind the scenes, when you with the practice and with getting the band together, you do that so well, connecting with people and using your gift on stage, but also using it off stage.
Yeah, man.
So that's good. So you just say a lot of practice.
Just practice, preparation, man, and just
Yeah.
Um,
And that's with a lot of different things. And I think we
Yeah.
look at things, we look at people on a stage and we say, oh man, I can't do that. Or, oh man, that looks hard. Or we look at an athlete, we go, oh man, that's out of my abilities. Or we look at a CEO, or we look at somebody that seems above us, like with Katy Perry,
Yeah.
or, just remember,
Yeah.
they still go to the bathroom. I love that.
still go to the bathroom,
they still
man.
go to the
Still
bathroom.
gotta poop. Aunt Katie. Speaking of the bathroom.
So we're gonna end on that.
Okay. Just kidding.
Hey Nathan, dude, this has been amazing. Talking about some worship, talking about your story and what you have to offer, man. We all have a testimony, and this is a platform that we can deconstruct truth through testimonies, through everyday people.
Yeah.
and then we can construct them through with stories, with construct truth with stories. And I love where this podcast is going. If y'all have any ideas, any questions, anything to say, I'm here for it. Shoot me a text. I'll put it in the description of YouTube. We're starting an audio podcast or an audio version of this, putting it on Spotify, iTunes,
yes.
ASAP, as soon as possible, getting it covered with media here, and we'll get it going. We want you guys to be involved with it. It's not just to listen to. It's a platform to engage with. So we love you guys. Nathan, you're awesome. You're killing
awesome.
the game.
That's my word.
Yeah, that is true. I apologize.
Use a different one.
You said excited at the beginning.
That's true.
Yeah, so back to crap up.
You're excited. Okay, sorry.
Hey, appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, man.
Thank you so much. Hey.
All right.
You guys have a good one.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.